All right. And so again, so what we're doing today is we're going to be creating a template, and then we're going to be importing data. So we're going to be importing data from an Excel workbook. We're going to be importing it from a Word table. We're going to be importing data from a web page. And then we're also going to be importing data from an Access database. So there's going to be 4 different support files. Each one of them is going to look a little bit different. And then there should also be a support file that's an image, because we're going to be creating a separate sheet in our workbook that's going to focus on the new logo that our company's come up with or whatever. And so we're going to be doing a lot of really cool stuff today. So the first thing we're going to do is create this template that we're going to work with for this company. And so to do that, we've got a blank document open, or a blank workbook open. And then we are I'm going to click in this cell A1 to get to the top. And then we are going to do a little bit of formatting of some rows and columns to start with. So we're going to go to change the height of row 1 and 2. So we're going to select rows 1 and 2 out here. And then I'm going to go to my format, row height, and we're going to change this to 25.
Format. Oh, wait a minute. Where?
It's in your Home tab cell group.
Yeah. Format?
Yep.
Oh, cells. Got it. Format.
And then you want to do format row height, and then it'll open up this little dialog box, and then type 25, and then OK. All right. And then the next thing we want is we're going to change the height of row 3. So row 3, this one's going to be 45. So I'm just going to do row height, and then this one 45. Oh, not 145, just 45.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. And I just want to make sure, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss that we are going to change the theme or anything. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is in cell A1, we're going to type the text Mayor Insurance, and it's M-E-Y-O-R. And let me zoom in a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, so Mayor Insurance, and then in cell A2, Sales Analysis.
Okay.
All right, and then so I'm going to just click away from that for a second. So now that we've got a little bit of text entered, we're going to change the theme of this workbook. And so we're going to change it from the default theme. We're going to go to our page layout, and then in our themes group, we're going to choose the parallax theme. And again, the common ones are at the top. And then once you get to like the 3rd row, that's when they start alphabetical. And we're going to want to choose it's the what, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got it. Parallax?
5, 6, yep, parallax, like the 7th row, 4th.
Yep.
Whatever, 7th row, 4th column. All right, so we changed that to parallax. And then now we're going to click on our fonts button. So right over here, fonts. And this one we're going to change to Calibri in the font gallery. And so we want right here, Calibri, we're going to change that one.
Now, should I be, when I do that, I see that you're in row 3.
It won't make a difference because this is going to change the entire workbook.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we've got that taken care of. And now we're going to adjust some column widths. So the first one we're going to do is column A, and we're going to change that to 9. So I'm just going to select that down pointing arrow over A, and then in my Home tab, Format Group, column width, change it to 9. And then columns B through G, we're changing to 15. So B, C, D, E, F, G. And again, you can either grab your little slider over and pull it to 15, or you can just type 15 in that dialog box up in your format area.
Okay.
And then column H is going to be 8. So column H will be 8. So we're going to make that a little bit smaller. And then columns I and J, we'll set those to 14. So column width 14.
All righty.
All right. So we've got all that stuff taken care of. So now we're going to select the range A1 and A2. And then in our home tab, cell styles group right over here, I'm going to click my little down pointing arrow because we're going to want to go ahead and we're going to change this, the cell style, to the title style.
Title.
So yep, I'm going to go ahead and click on title.
All righty.
And then we are going to change the font size to 24. So again, I've still got both of that range selected. I'm just going to hit my little, I'm going to use my grow font arrow 3 times, but you can grab the little down pointing arrow and change it to 24 that way as well.
Oh, okay. I never did that. Cool.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select the range A1 through J1. So that top row up there of all the stuff we changed. And we're going to merge and center that text.
Okay. So J1, and this is when I get the black line, or do I just, is this where I just get into the box?
So if you click in the box in cell A1 and then click and hold, and so you're going to get kind of that the big
Yep.
white, yeah. Click and hold and then drag across to J, and then release, and then in your home tab alignment group, click on merge and center.
And that's the one that mine is different.
What is
Merge
yours
and
do?
center. Where did you merge? See, it doesn't say merge and.
Oh, then you're
yeah.
then it's going to look like the little. It's going to have
Yep.
a two-way pointing arrow.
Yeah, I got that
Okay.
now. Thank you.
All right. Yep. Yeah, because if your screen is a little bit narrower, then it doesn't have all the text written out.
Oh, okay.
All right. And so the next one we're going to do is we're going to select A2 through J2 and merge and center that text.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to select A1 and A2. So those, the two ones that we've just created. And we're going to click on the fill arrow. So right over here is our little fill, sort of the fill color. And we're going to change this, the color of this fill to orange accent 3 lighter 60%. So here's our orange accent 3 and then lighter 60%. Right there is going to be the second one down below it.
Okay, accent. Okay, so now I'm in my. I'm sorry. Do that again. Accent color.
So
green,
home.
what was it?
It's going to be
home.
Orange accent 3, lighter 60%.
Orange accent 3.
So like the 7th column and then the 3rd one down.
Orange accent 3, 80%. You said.
Lighter 60%.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. And then now we're going to select cell A3. And then we're going to start entering some text into this. So here we're going to enter the kind of the titles for this worksheet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select A3 through J3 to start. And then in the home tab, alignment group, right above merge and center, there's going to be, it looks like an ABC with a little arrow looping down.
Wrap text.
Yep,
Yep.
the wrap text. Click on that one.
Okay.
Because we're going to wrap this text up here. And then we also want to click the center align button. So right in that same alignment group, we're just going to click on center align. So once we start entering the text in here, it'll be centered. And then we're also going to apply in our cell styles the heading 3 style.
Okay.
All right, so far we should just have, like, there's nothing here, but there's going to be a blue line underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to enter these column titles. So this is going to be from A3 right on across. So the first one's going to be branch. And then I'm just using my arrow keys to kind of toggle over. But you can also use your tab. Category is next. Let's see, category. And then we've got 2020 in-office premiums in dollars. And so we're just going to use the $sign for in dollars. And then the next one.
Oh, got it.
Yep, and that's 2020, not 202.
Oh, okay. Mine says 2020. No, mine says 2020.
And then the next one is 2021 in-office premium in dollars. And then cell E3 is going to be 2020 online premiums in dollars.
E20 on.
And then 2021 online premiums in dollars.
2021. Okay.
And then percentage increase or decrease. And then in H, it's going to be blank, nothing in that one. And then in I3, summary of categories. And then finally, 2021 totals. All right, so we've got that. So the title of this is all set up. So now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to enter some sample data into this template. And we're just entering sample data here. So we've got some data just to kind of test if our formulas are working correctly. So I'm going to select cell B4 where it says category. I'm just going to type the letter A. Lowercase a is fine. And then I'm going to navigate over to cell C4. I'm going to use the number 1. And then in D4, 2, and then 3, and then 4 to E and F.
Okay.
And then I'm going to select cells C4 through F4. And I'm going to give them the comma style with no decimal places. So I'm just going to come over here and click on the comma. All right, and then I'm going to use my launcher.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to change this decimals to 0, where it says decimal.
And then hit OK.
And then OK, yep.
Oh, all right.
All right. So now we're just about ready to save this, but first we're going to enter a couple more formulas. So in this percentage or increase or decrease, we're going to create the formula for that. And so to do that, it's going to be the total of the in-office premiums from 2021 and the online premiums for 2021 and divided by the 2020 in-office and online premiums. So we're just going to do equal sign. Yep.
Shane, I'm going to mute you only because you can hear the guys. So
okay.
If I have a question.
All right, no problem. Okay, so in cell G4, we're going to create that formula. So we're going to start with the equal sign to indicate we've got a formula coming. And then we're going to open parentheses and then another open parentheses, because this is going to be like an embedded. We're going to subtract this from 1 at the end. So that's why we're going to embed this. So then it's going to be D4 plus F4, and you can click in D4 plus F4 if you want, or you can type it either way. Close that first parentheses and then divided by, so the little slash below the question mark. And then again, an open parentheses, and then C4 plus E4. So C4 plus E4, close the parentheses, and then close the parentheses again. So now we've got our first in our order of operation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to divide this number by this number, and then we're going to type -1, because that number is going to be, that 1 is equivalent to 100%. So we're just going to use this number subtract it from 1, and that's going to give us our percentage. And
Okay,
then,
Shane,
yep,
so you have D4 plus F4. So D4 and F4, those two together,
yep,
correct?
yep.
We're going to divide all of it, but we're going to divide C4 and E4. Is that correct? Is that
Yeah,
what
so
I'm?
what we're going to do, so what we're basically doing is we're adding the 2021 premiums, so 2021 in office and online, and we're
Okay,
dividing it by the 2021 or the 2020 premiums, which are
got
in
it.
C.
Thank
And
you.
so we're going to get, yeah, so then we'll get a number, and it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be 0.5, and then we're going to subtract that from 1, which will give us 50%. Because we've got, you know, this is 6, this is 4, you know, it's going to be, give us that, blah, blah, blah. But so this is, it's just basically going to give us a percentage. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to hit enter after I've got that. And then you should get 0.5 is your answer. And then we're going to format this cell, G4, as a percentage. So we're going to click up here, percent. And then we want 2 decimal places. So then we can just click on this little launcher and then say 2 decimal places. Okay. All right, then we're going to navigate over to cell I4, the summary of categories. All right, in the summary of categories, we're going to create a function in here that's going to look for unique values. Yep, question? Or just,
Oh, no, is it okay that I
oh, yeah,
open it
yeah,
back
I was
up?
going to say either you have a question or the people are gone, so
They're
you're
gone,
fine.
yes.
Yeah, no problem. All right, yeah, so now in cell, like we looked at before, in cell I4, this is where we're gonna look for values over in category, and then we're gonna create a formula that's gonna total all those for us, so we can, you know, we get a better idea of what we're doing here. So in cell I4, this formula is going to read equals if. All right, and so now we're gonna do an open parentheses, and then you can see the first thing is our logical test. Now the logical test is we're gonna type count if. So one word, count if. And then an open parentheses again, because now the count if is another function. So we've got a function embedded within a function. And so this new thing is we're gonna type $, you can either type $B, $4, or type B4 and then hit your function 4 key. Either way it works. But so if you don't want to hit, because I think you have to hit your function key in the bottom and then hit F4. So if you want to type the $B, $4, that's totally fine too. And then we're going to hit the colon, not the semicolon, but the colon, and B4, comma, B4. All right. So what we're telling it so far is that we're going to count if the absolute reference. So we're going to start in B4, and we're going to go through B4. But we're only going through B4 because that's the cell we're in. Now, when we go down to cell B5, this will change to B5, and this will change to B5 because it's going to be relative. But it's always going to be starting at B4, so it's going to basically be keeping a running total for us. And so it might be a little confusing right now, but when we see what it does, then hopefully it'll be a little bit clearer. Now, are you ever going to use this in your work? Probably not, because I don't use this like kind of count if formulas built like this in my work, and I use Excel all the time. And so a lot of people will never need to do this, but if you do, now you know how to do it. So we've got that first part of that formula, and we're going to close that parentheses. So that's our count if formula. Now we've got that. We're going to say equals 1. and then comma.
Hang on, Shane, I'm sorry, hang on.
Yep.
I have no air in my house now,
No.
but I can hear. Okay.
All right. So then
All
we're,
right.
we're
So
equals
I've got
one.
the B4. Yep. Oh,
Yep.
equals 1.
Yep. And then comma B4. And then comma. And again, so that B4 is the value if true, right? So we're looking at, we're going to find this. So we're looking from B4 through B4, and we're looking for the text B4. And so we're going to give that a value of 1, and then the value of true is going to be B4, which will be what's here. So this is going to ultimately, when we're done with this formula, this is going to say A, because this is what this says. All right, and so now we've got equals, so equals 1 comma B4 comma, and then finally this is the value if false. The value of false is going to be nothing, so we're just going to do quotation, quotation.
Quotation, quotation.
Yep.
Okay.
And then close the parentheses.
Now, Shane, is there a guide that tells you all of the ifs and the counts and the, what they represent and what they do?
There is, so I'm going to hit enter right here to do this. And again, so hopefully yours says A.
Yay.
Okay, good. All right, so now if you come up here into this formula bar and click on that little function key. So here you can see, you get a function argument dialog box that opens up. And so right now this kind of walks you through it. So if we click in this first box where it says logical test, right here it will say the logical test. The purpose of the logical test is to check whether a condition is met and returns one value of true and another value of false. And so it says the logical test is any value or expression that can be evaluated as true or false. And then we're saying the value if true is going to be the text in cell B4 or whatever's in B4, and the value of false is nothing. So just the quotation mark means nothing. So now we can see, right now you can see the logical test. For us, for this formula, the logical test is true. And so it tells us that we're going to get an A down here, and this is what our formula result is. Now, if I'm just going to come down here for a second, and I'm going to type equals, I'm going to start to type count if, and then here's my count if right here. So now if I click up here, this is what the count if function does. So the first operator is the range. So it says the counts the number of cells within a range that meet the given condition. And so you can see our range for this one was the absolute reference, so $B4 through B4. And then the criteria that the cell has to meet was this value in cell B4. And so we would have true, like true and then A right here. And then, then I think we're telling it the value is going to be 1.
Okay.
Right. So if you need to know what some of those are, you can look at them that way. You can also click on that help on this function. If you could type up in the search box, I'm going to say cancel. If you type up in the search box, how do I find a specific value in a range of cells or something? It will come back and it will give you hints on how to do that.
Perfect.
So you can use this little search bar to type in different things. You could type in what does COUNTIF do, and it will come back and tell you what the COUNTIF function does.
All righty, cool. Thank you.
All right. Yep. All right. So then in cell J4, that is where we're going to add another formula. Again, so this one, we want the 2021 totals. So now we're looking at, we're going to tell this right here, we want to find whatever's in this cell, whatever words or whatever are in this cell, and then we're going to add the number that's over here plus the number that's over here. And so how we're going to do this is we're going to hit our equal sign in cell J4. And then now we're going to, since we can't just do a sum, because a sum is going to count everything. We have to do a formula that's called a sum if, or a function that's called a sum if. And again, a sum if is going to look for something very specific. So sum if is what we're going to type right there. And then open parentheses, $B, $4. And again, you can type B4, hit F4, or you can type it. So $B, $4, and then colon, because we're going to select the range. And then our range is going to be $B, $100. Now, the only reason that we're doing 100 is in case we have a really long, a lot of data. I mean, if we knew we're going to have like 1,000 rows of data, we would type $B, $1,000.
Okay.
But since, we're going to have like, I think it's going to be 40 some rows of data, we'll have enough room in our B4 through B100 to accommodate this. So, but again, if you have a lot of data, you might want to make that, bump that number up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so again, our range is B4 through B100. And again, if we look right down below this, our screen tip is telling us. So the sum if, the first number is the range. So our range is B4 through B100. We're going to hit comma. And now we're going to look for our criteria. So what do we want to look for? In this case, we want to look for what's in I4. Again, because this is what we're going to look, this is what we're looking for. So I'm just going to click in I4.
Click in I4, okay.
Yep.
Oh, or I could have
Or you can type
in
I4. Yep,
okay.
you can type I4 or click in I4.
And do you have to use capital?
No, because if you're
letters?
typing it, it will automatically change.
Got it, thank you.
And then comma.
Comma.
All right, so now we're going to do the sum range. And so our sum range is going to be $D, $4 through $D, $100. So $D, $4, colon, $D, $100. And again, you can see it's got that entire range all the way down through 100.
Okay, wait a minute. So now I've got, I got the I4. Oh, you know what? I have I4 twice. So I have to, I can just backspace and get it out. There we go. Yep. Perfect. Oh, crap. All right, redo. Now I have an L. Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
So I need to go back to, okay, now I'm where you're at.
Okay, so now we're going to close this first parentheses. Okay, so our sum if B4 through B100 is equal to I4, then we're going to total D4 through D100. Now we're going to say plus, because now we're going to add another sum if. Now it's going to be, again, sum if, open parentheses. And now it's going to be almost the same thing, only instead of D, we're going to use B. Right? Let's see.
Sum if.
Oh, sorry, F. Instead of D, we're going to use F. So it's going to be sum if. Now it's going to say D4, or the first one's going to be B4 through B100. So the $B, $4, $B, $100.
$B, $100.
All right, and then comma.
No, mine is green. Wait, what did I do wrong? $B, oh, I know what I did. $4. I did 100. $B, $4.
Okay.
No, mine's still green.
That's okay. Is it up here? Is it green too?
No, I got blue, red, purple, sum if.
Yep, and then open parenthesis. Did you do plus sum if?
I did, yep, after the 100, I did close, plus sum if, parentheses, $B, $4. Oh, let's do the semicolon or the
Oh,
colon.
Yep, the colon. Yep.
Then
$B, $100.
$100. Okay, let's see what happens. Comma. All right.
And then I4 again. So you can either click, oops, you can click in it or you can type it.
I4. Okay.
Yep. And then comma. And then again, this is going to be our sum criteria. This time it's going to be $F, $4 through or colon $F, $100.
Okay, so $F, $4, colon, $F, $100, close.
And then close the parentheses, and that should be green.
Well, no, mine's purple now. I have A, B, or I have A, 2, and 4, just like you do, and A. So everything looks the same as yours, except my F column is purple. Not. Oh, okay, wait a minute. What the hell did I do here?
Up here, is it?
Wait a minute. Let me look at this. Sum F, IA. No, it's. Okay.
Well, if you hit enter, do you get the 6?
Let's see what happens there, huh? I got 6, yes.
Okay, then you should be okay for now.
Yeah, so let's just see if,
right.
Mine are maybe different.
All right, now we're gonna.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna click in cell J4, where we got that number 6, and we're gonna format this with the comma style and 0 decimal places. Again, so we're gonna click on comma, and then launch it with 0 decimal places.
Okay, but now when I go back up to my J4 box, I don't have that little thing in the slash in the left-hand corner. That the where it says
right. Yep. It tells you that there's an error.
Okay, mine I didn't have that though.
Well, that's okay.
So okay, all right.
If we will, we'll see if it works.
Okay, so now I'm in J4.
All right. Yep. And then in cell J4, you've got the 6. We're gonna click on the comma style.
Comma style.
And then change it to 0 decimals. So use the launcher to change it to 0 decimal places.
Okay. Now back to a 6.
Yep. All right. So now we're going to come down where it says sheet number 1.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to double click on that and we're going to change it to Mayer Insurance. So double click sheet 1. I'm going to type Mayer Insurance.
Okay.
And enter. And then I'm going to right click and change the tab color to orange accent 3.
And you do that because you are
because we're gonna end up with a bunch of different tabs here.
And that's so it coincides with the one
with this up here.
The heading. Got it. All right.
I mean, and you don't always have to do it like that, but it's convenient.
Right, it makes sense to coordinate.
All right. So now we're gonna save this as a template. So we're gonna click in cell A4, and then the reason we're doing this is because whenever we open this, we want it to be right in cell A4 instead of being up here and then having to go down. So we're gonna click in cell A4, and then I'm gonna click on my file, save as. And then I'm going to go browse.
Yep.
All right. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type up here MI sales analysis template. So where it says book 1, MI sales analysis template. And you can do it without spaces or with underscores. Either way is fine.
All right.
All right, so now I'm gonna, where it says, right now where it says Excel workbook, I'm gonna click on this little down pointing arrow. So you can see right now, the default, okay, my default is saving it to documents, and yours might be something else like desktop or whatever, which is totally fine. But so I'm gonna change this from Excel workbook, click on that little drop down arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna choose the option that says Excel template.
Okay.
Okay, so now when we do that, we're going to click on Excel template, and then you'll see right away what it does is it brings us to our custom office templates. Now this is good because when we open it back up, our custom office templates are going to be in a very specific location. So I'm going to say, oh, it's like save, and there, it's going to be easy for us to get to. All right, so now, so when I'm working with templates, I usually save it twice. I'll save it the first time to the custom template location, but then I'll also save it to like a secondary location, so it's easy for me to get to. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do File, Save As, and then I'm going to click on Browse again. And then right now it's in an, so now it should come up as Excel template in custom office templates.
Mine says desktop. Did I screw that up?
No, you can, does it say Excel template down here?
It says Excel template. Yep.
Okay, yeah, so then I'm gonna click on desktop.
Okay, so I could click on my folder, Excel advanced folder, and it would go in there.
Yeah. So yep, you can click on that on desktop,
Okay.
and then Excel advanced. Oopsie, where there it goes. And then click on it. So there should be nothing in here right now.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yep. And then we're gonna go save.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. So now, the nice thing about when we saved it as a template, and when we saved it to our custom templates, I'm gonna go ahead right now and I'm gonna do a file close on this one.
File close.
Yep.
Why can't I? So I'm on my file.
Yep.
And then I hit close. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. So now it should come just back up to something like this.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm going to say File, New. And then when you do that, now do you have something right here where it says Office and Personal?
Yes. I suggest personal. Yep. Business
Okay.
personal. Uh-huh.
So, oh, not right down here.
Oh, no,
Up
I do
here.
not have, no, I do not have what it looks like yours.
Okay,
I do
so
not
let's
have that.
go. So do you see the?
No, I just have blank workshop or blank workbook.
Okay, so let's go. So go back to, click that little back arrow.
Yep.
And then go to Open.
Open.
And then do you see where it says Sales Analysis Template right here?
It says, yep, mine says template. Mine says desktop, Excel Advanced, and then just desktop is the one underneath.
Okay, so click on that one.
Okay.
All right, and now let's do a file. Save as again.
Save as.
All right, and then browse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so now, is this coming up as Excel template right now?
Correct.
Okay, and then does it say like desktop up here?
It says desktop, Excel Advanced. That's
okay,
it.
Yep, fine. All right, so what we want to do is go to Documents.
Okay. Click on Documents.
Yep.
Okay.
And then do you see something that says Custom Office
Custom,
Templates?
yep.
Okay,
Yep.
click on that. And so you can double click on it.
Okay, and then it says save. Yep, okay.
And so now that you probably don't have anything up here yet?
Correct.
Okay, then click Save.
Got it.
Okay, now let's try this again. So do File Close.
File Close.
Yep.
Nothing. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to do File Close. I've got nothing here again. All right, now let's do File New.
new, and there's my personal.
Okay, so now click on personal, and then here you should see that template that you've created.
Correct.
All right, so click on that. And now it's going to bring up the template that you've just created, and it's going to bring you right to cell A4.
Got it.
Right? Now, does yours have like a yellow bar up at the top that says enable editing?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if it does, like normally when you create your own template, when it gets opened up, sometimes if there's a protection on it, it will say, you know, this file has been marked as final. To make changes, you must enable editing, and then you just click that little button that says enable editing, and then you can start making your changes, but you'll need to save it as a new name before any of those changes will be saved.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So now we've got this template open. So now what we're going to do is we are going to start to add our data to this. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a file save as, because now we want to save it as an Excel workbook and not as a template anymore. So I'm going to go file save as, and then I'm going to go to my advanced Excel file. So you probably right over here, it probably says advanced Excel or something.
Excel Advanced.
So click on that one.
Okay.
And then we're going to call this one MI Sales Analysis. And before it was a template. And so now this time it should say Excel workbook here, not Excel template.
It does say that, correct.
Okay, then we can say save.
Okay.
All right, so now we're cooking with Crisco.
Exactly. Yeah, who knows what that is, huh?
Right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start importing some of this data. And so again, like I said before, we're going to import the data from text. We're going to import it from Excel or a CVS, a comma delimited file, or comma delimited file. We're going to import it from a web page, and then we're also going to import it from an Access database. So we're going to use 4 different file extensions to do this. And so the first one we're going to do is going to be and import it as a CSV. And so to do that, we've got this Mayor worksheet active, cell cell A4 or A5. We're going to select cell A5, it says. Why are we doing A5? Let me double check. Oh, yeah. Because we're doing A5 because we haven't copied this formula yet. We'll do that in a little bit, and then we'll erase this area. But we're gonna click in cell A5 because that's where we're gonna enter this data into. All right. So now we're gonna go to this where it says data. We're gonna go to that data tab. And then in the data tab at the very beginning, it says get and transform data. And you can see we've got all these different options. Yours might look a little bit different, but they'll all be there in some way or shape or form.
Yep.
Okay, so we want to go click on the From Text CSV button. So where it says From Text CSV, we're going to click on that.
Yep.
Okay, and then wherever you saved those files, wherever you downloaded them from, whether it was your desktop or your document file, I think it may have been, one of those two, that's where you're going to navigate. And so for me, it's on my flash drive I saved it to, and then Excel, and then data files for me, Windows 7. All right.
Okay, what if I didn't save them?
Well,
I mean, I have you.
So click on downloads.
Okay. Let's see, downloads. I only have support X7 branch 824.
That's fine because that's the only comma delimited file that's here. Now, if you right now this should say text files down here.
Yep.
Right here. So if you click on this and say all files, you should see everything.
Oh, got it. Okay,
right?
I do. Sure. Yep. Okay.
So let's go ahead and change it back to text file.
Okay.
All right. So so you want to choose the branch
Got it.
82410 or whatever, right? Yep. So we're going to click on that, and then we're going to say import.
Okay.
All right.
And
So now does
ta-da!
it bring up something like this?
Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
perfect. All right, because if sometimes if people are running a little bit different version of the software, then it comes up totally different, and then it'll come up the old way, like the legacy way, and then that way it's really hard to kind of talk through when I can't see the screen. So as long as yours is coming up and it looks like this, then we're in good shape. All right.
Perfect.
So now you can see we've got this is our file origin is the Western European office. We've got our delimiter as a comma, and then it's based on the first 200 rows, it says up here. All right, and then now it shows us these column 1, column 2, column 3, and so this text. So if we were to open this file, you would see all of these numbers separated by commas, and so it would look really weird. And so that's why. And then so one of the purposes of this is to kind of we're pulling data from branches within our own organization that are doing different bookkeeping methods. And so like to me, I would say, you know what, let's just have a standard bookkeeping method so we don't have to do all this junk. But the whole purpose is to import it, to learn how to import it in different ways. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click the load arrow, not the word load, the load arrow.
Okay.
All right. And then we're going to choose the load to option.
Got it.
Okay. So now it says, how do we want to import this data? So we want to go ahead and we're going to import it to the existing worksheet. So right down here, it says where you want to put the data, existing worksheet.
Oh, yep.
All right. Yeah, so we can keep the table up there. We're going to say existing worksheet, and then it should say equals $A5 here.
Yeah.
All right, and so we want that. We do not have to click on the box that says add data to data model or whatever. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to say okay.
Oh,
And is that what happened?
Absolutely.
Perfect. All right. So now, and so right up here, you can see we've got this little queries and connections.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so this one, it's showing us where we've gotten this data from.
Okay, wait a minute. So, whoops, I changed. Okay, mine went to so let me, hang on.
No worries.
Okay, so I saw that if I'm in that box, then it comes from, the purple one is highlighted. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is just telling us where that data is coming from. So we can say, yep, okay, we can close the queries and connections once we took a look at it. And again, that's just showing you where that data is coming from. There's no like big mystery about that, about that little thing that pops up. It's all good. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna format this CSV data. All right, so we're gonna click on this table. And so right now this has come in as a table. And so you can see right now we should have a table design and stuff.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to click on the button that says the banded rows, because we're going to get rid of those banded rows.
Okay.
And then we're going to get rid of the header row. And it says one or more of these things, blah, 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 blah. We're going to say, yes, we do want to continue.
Yep.
All right. And then now we're going to click on row 5 up here.
Okay.
And then we're just going to come up to our home tab cells group and delete that row.
Just hit the delete button. Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
And so now, when we imported this, you can see it kind of messed up our little rows a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Our columns. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to select that range B through G again. And then we're going to go change it back to column width 15.
column width, and then I hit 1.5.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, alrighty.
All right. So now another thing that you'll see is now all of this text is all wonky.
Uh-huh.
And we've got text. So auto, health, life are all kind of way out here. Home and other are aligned. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use a function to help this text align in an appropriate way. Now we could just go in there and delete spaces and stuff like that, but there's also a function that will allow us to do that. And so what we're going to do is it's called the trim function. And so what the trim function does, oopsie. Yeah, and so what the trim function does is the trim function will trim any blank space at the very beginning of a cell. So the text will kind of align with one another. So I'm going to click in cell B11.
B11. Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to type equals trim and then in parentheses B5. So equals trim
Parentheses.
and then in parentheses B5.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and enter. Okay.
Oh.
So you see, so what it does is it trims that cell right there, right? So it basically redid it. It reprinted the text, only it aligned it.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to drag this fill handle and we're just going to pull it down to cell B15.
Whoops. All right. So go there, then the fill handle down to B15, and there we go.
All right. So it's got all that?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So now don't click anywhere else. Keep all that selected still. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do Control C because that's going to copy it.
This action won't work on multiple sections. Okay. So so I have to be in the box. Oh crap.
Oh, so select B11 through B15.
Yep.
And then Control C for copy.
Control C. Okay, now, yep.
Okay, then we're going to come up to cell B5 and right click.
B5 and right click.
And then we're going to choose the second option that says values, V.
Yep.
Click on that.
Okay, got it.
And so that way we're pasting only the values of that text.
Okay.
All right. So now we can come down here to this stuff and we can just hit our delete key to delete that text out of there. And we don't even need that trim function anymore.
Delete. Okay.
All right. So now let's click in cell A10.
A10.
And then save, because A10 is where we're going to start entering the next data.
Save. Okay.
All right. So now we are going to import data from an Access database or an Access table. And so this time we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to that data tab.
Yep.
And then we're going to click on the get data, that first option where it says get data. We're going to click on that little down pointing arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And say from database. So if you hover over it, it's going to give you up these options. We're going to click on the one that says from Microsoft Access database.
Oh, and I have a export X branch 34927.
Yes, ma'am. And so we're going to click on that and then import it.
Connecting. Oh, mine came. Oh, okay.
So it came up like this, right? So
Yep.
now we're going to click on this table. So right here, this is the support file, but you can see within that support file, we have a table. We're going to click on that. And then it should say preview.
Yep, and
Blah,
it's
blah, blah,
got some numbers, branch, and series.
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to choose the doesn't it? There should be that an option to edit the data. So once we get it in there, let's do the so let's click on the transform data option. Let me see this. So transform data. Okay, yeah.
Yep, that's what I have.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
what
that's
you
what it
have.
should. So they must have changed that. It used to say edit, but now it says
Okay.
transform data.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and so now we've got this stuff in here. So you can see, I'm going to move this over a little bit. So we've got our branch and we've got a category. We've got our office premiums and stuff like that. But you can see in this table, we also have something called policy number. We've got a policy number column. We don't have that here. So if we bring this data in, it's going to mess everything up. So what we need to do is we need to eliminate that policy number column,
Okay.
because we don't want it. And again, when you're importing data and you start deleting columns and things like that, it's really going to mess things up in the way your data is presented. So I'm just going to click on the column that says policy number. So like click on the top of it somewhere.
Yep.
And then right above it, I'm going to say remove columns.
And hit that big red X.
Yep.
It removed it.
Yes, perfect. All right, so let me bring this back over here. Come on. Oh no, no, I can't get it back over. All right, so I should still be, all right, I should still be able to access it. All right, so now we're gonna click on the button that says close and load, and that's right,
Let's
right
see.
here. At the very beginning, it says close and load.
Oh, uh-huh.
We're gonna click on that.
Just click on that. Yep, that's what I have.
All right.
Branch auto, yep.
Okay. And then now, so mine, oh, you know what? Mine added it into the, yeah.
Mine looks just like yours. I got sheet 1 again, like you do.
Right. But where is, but I don't know why it's brought it up into this new sheet, because it should have given us the option to put it into that cell A10.
Right, because we had it clicked.
Right. So I'm going to try this.
Or on it. Sure.
Let me try this. I'm going to say, cut it out of here. And then, okay. So let's do that. So that was weird. I don't know why I did it like that. But so I went to that sheet and I selected this data.
Well, the branch and everything.
Yep. And then I said cut.
Okay, hang on. So branch.
So all of that stuff, all of that table that was there.
Yep, then I'm gonna,
and then say cut.
Crap. Home, cut,
and
then go
into
go to
the air insurance thing again.
And then
click in cell A10 and then just
paste.
click
Got it.
paste. Yep. All right. And so now we're going to get rid of column or row 10.
10. So I'm going to highlight it and delete column. Can I just hit delete, or do I have to?
Why did it do it that way? Let me try this way. I'm going to undo that once. So click undo.
Me undo. Okay.
Yeah. And then let's try, don't select the heading this time. So
got it.
Select A2 through that and then cut it. And then let's try to come back to this
cut
there and paste. Okay.
Oh, now I have auto health 39.
Yep,
Yep, I have the same
34927.
thing. Yep, I have the
Okay,
same thing you do.
good.
All
All
right.
right. So now we can close this queries and connections thing again. And let's come down to cell A15.
Yep.
We're going to save our data again.
Save.
All right, this time we're going to open up, we're going to use a web page. So for me, the easiest way to do this is to go to where you've got that saved. So you're going to go to that, if we go to, where was yours in your downloads or?
Yes, mine was in my download.
Okay, so let's go back to that and we're going to open up the branch 70635 one.
Okay, so go to my downloads.
Yep.
And okay, so which one am I going to
And
download?
So you're going to go to, if yours are stored in your downloads, you'll go to downloads and then to wherever it should be, just in there somewhere. It was the one called branch or support, branch 70. Let me check it real quick. Data
635. That says Chrome or MTA.
Yes, 70635. Yep, Chrome HTML.
Alrighty.
So click on that or double click on it.
That's what I get.
Okay, so now right up here, do you see, does it say like Microsoft data, blah, 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 like a bunch of weird stuff with HTML at the end?
Correct.
Okay, so click up in that web address bar.
Yep.
It's going to select everything. Right click and copy it.
Right click, clap, copy. Yep.
Okay, cool. So now let's go back to Excel.
Okay.
And then we're going in from cell A15. We're going to go again to the data tab.
Data.
And then this time we're going to go from web.
From web.
All right, now it says, what URL do we want? We're going to right click and paste.
Right click, paste.
And then say okay.
Yep.
All right, so now we've got this. So we're going to click where it says Mayor Insurance Branch, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that you'll notice this one, we have category, home, or like in office, blah, blah, blah. But now we don't have the branch number.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay, so now we're going to transform this data.
Okay.
Let's double check. We got that. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah. And then so we're going to transform the data. And then why is mine, okay, there we go. So, all right, mine looks like that. Okay, so now we're going to, this first column where it says category should be selected.
Yep.
Right? So it's green. Okay. So here we're going to sort this. So we're going to come right over here where it says sort.
Uh-huh. A to Z.
Yep. I want to double check that it's going to do the right way. Yep. Yep. So you're going to click it A to Z. It's going to sort it alphabetically.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, cool. And then now we're going to click the second column heading where it says 2020 in our whatever.
Yeah, in office.
Yep. All right. And there's like, all right. So click that column heading. Yeah, sorry. All right. And then we're going to hold our shift key down.
Shift key, yeah.
And then we're going to click on the 2021 online to select all of those.
Oh, okay. Now
All
can
right.
I let go of my shift key?
Yep, after you're done with that, you can.
All right.
And then we're gonna, where it says data type, right over here, it says like data type whole numbers.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So we're gonna click on that and we're gonna change that to right align it.
Wait a minute.
Oopsie, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, I've got it. It says decimal number.
Yeah, so we're gonna click that. So it says data type decimal number, and we're gonna
okay.
we want to change it to whole number. So if yours says decimal number, change it to whole number.
Data type whole number is what I have.
Okay, good. That's what we want.
Got it.
All right. And so now we are going to click on the close and load arrow. Don't click on the close and load button. I think that's what I did last time. And then now we're going to choose close and load to.
Okay, close and load. Yep, 2.
Okay, now we get this thing. This is what we wanted earlier.
That's what we, okay, got it. That's,
Yes.
That was the second one, the purple one we had to cut and paste.
Right.
Okay.
Because when we just clicked close and load, it put it into a new sheet. So like right here, it says new worksheet.
That's right, existing worksheet.
Yep, existing worksheet. And then this one, we're gonna click where we want it to load to.
Yeah.
We want it to load to B15.
Oh, because it only has that X amount of columns.
Right.
Okay.
All right. And so once we've got that, we can say okay to import that data.
Yeah.
Quick. All right. So this should. So let's just type $B $15 then.
Well, mine came up.
Oh, yours says okay. Mine.
I don't know what you did wrong, but
yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so yours should say equals $B $15.
I have no clue what mine said, but
Okay, but it came in
yes,
like this.
that mine. Huh.
All right. Cool.
Yes.
That's what we want. All right. And so now I'm gonna come up to I'm gonna click in my table. I'm gonna go to my table design. I'm gonna deselect my header row. Oopsie.
Yep.
And
Mine says one or more formulas. Oh, hang on. One or more formulas are referencing the heading. So I'm gonna click out of this first.
okay.
So where should I be? I should be in category. Is that?
So, well, it doesn't mean if
Just
you
click on anywhere.
Somewhere in the table, yep.
Got it. Then go to my
And then
design.
go to table design.
I don't want the header.
And then so we're going to click the banded row to get rid of the banded row. And we're going to click the header row to get rid of the header row. And it says one or more formula are referencing. Yep, we can say, yep, that's fine. We want to continue.
Okay, yeah, all right. That's what mine said. Okay,
Okay.
because I have yep, all right.
All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to click in cell A15, or sorry, in row 15.
Row 15.
Delete it.
Delete.
And then in cell A15, we're going to
mine
type.
Won't delete. Mine isn't deleting.
It's not giving you the delete option, or like right here, cells and.
Oh, you know what? I can hit delete cells, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I was hitting my delete button.
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
Okay. Now in cell A15, we're going to type 70635.
70.
All right. And then enter.
Enter.
And then we're going to fill this down. So we're just going to click the little arrow or the thing in the corner and then fill it down through the other.
And it should all say 7. Yep.
Yep. Cool.
Wow.
All right. So now we can go ahead and close that queries.
Okay. So that's the branch. So that's what we are pulling from. I see now the 8241 and the 34927. Those are the actual, got it.
Yeah. So these are all the, now we're going to do one more branch. So we're going to come down to cell A20.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? This one is going to be a little bit weird because when we import it from Microsoft Word, we have to pull it into our sheet, and then we have to mess around with it and then copy it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to cell A30, and this is where we're going to paste it.
Okay.
So let's click on cell A30 and do a quick save as, or like the little quick save.
A30, save.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to go start Microsoft Word, or you can go to your downloads file or wherever and then double click on that Word file. It's going to be support
I have
branch.
It.
Yep. So double click.
18624.
Yep. And so we're going to open this in Word.
Okay.
Okay. So now we can see that if we look, I'm going to close this over here. All right. So now, okay, sorry, I've got mine on two different screens. Okay, so now we see this. Oops, let's bring it over here. All right. So now you see this. We've got our branch category, so now this data is going down instead of across.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, I
So
understand.
we had our auto home, like now everything's all messed up. So what we need to do is we need to copy this data and then we're going to twist it all around. So we're going to
Okay.
go through all of the cells in columns 2 through 6. So right here, we're going to select that range.
Okay.
All right. And then we're going to Control C.
Control C. Okay.
All right. And then we are going to go to our Excel. And then down in cell A30, we're going to paste that data.
Woohoo!
All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to transpose this data. And so the cool thing about Excel is when you've got data one way, you can tell it to move that data around in cool different ways. So with this range still selected, so A30 through E34,
Yep.
we're going to Control C again.
Control C. Yeah.
And then we're going to come up to cell A20.
A20.
All right. Now we're going to go, this time we're going to go to that paste arrow, but we're not going to click the paste clipboard. So the arrow right below paste, we're going to click on that.
Yeah.
All right. And now we've got, this is going to be super cool. We're going to click on the button that says click or transpose data. And so if you click right in this paste group, the very first or the last option in that first group, it's got the little arrows.
Okay. Yep. Transpose.
Yep,
Transpose.
Yep. So click on that.
Wow.
And then it automatically shifted all that data around.
Wow.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Isn't that cool?
Well, see, and I never knew what all these paste things in. So I just have to go and play with them all and go, what does this do? What does this do?
Right. Okay, so
Okay.
now you still see we've got our 20 or 18,624 and auto, 18,624 and home. So we still have all this stuff together. We're going to select A20 through A24.
A20 through A24.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right. And yeah. And then we're going to choose the wrap text button right there.
Wrap text. Yep.
All right. To undo that.
Okay, I got it.
All right. And then we are going to, let's go down below here. We're going to delete this text. Oh, let's delete this text out of here first. So this one, you can just hit your delete key is fine, or you can delete it with the delete option up here. Either way will work.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to select select that range A20 through A24.
A20 through A24.
And then we're going to come up to our
date. Correct. Wait, hang on. I auto-filled it and I shouldn't have.
Oh, no worries.
All right. So, got it.
All right. So A20 through A24. We're going to go up to our data tab.
Yep.
All right. And then from here, we're going to click on the option that says text to columns. And that's right here. It's in our data tools.
Data tools. Hi, Spence.
I forgot that on last time.
You sure did. Data tool. Oh, yep, got that. Text to columns.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. And now from here, we've got this little wizard that opens, step 1 of 3. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the fixed width option. So this says fields are aligned in columns with spaces between each field. So we've got this right here, 18,624 space auto. So we're going to go ahead with that fixed width. We're going to go next.
Yep.
All right. And then from here, we're going to click the next button, control. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click the next button.
Okay.
All right. And then, so now it's telling us now this last one, this screen lets you select each column and set the data format. So general, text, blah, 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 blah. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to say destination 820. Yes, that's right. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and say finish. And then
we got her.
mine, but did yours?
Well, no,
Oh,
but
you know
no.
what? Okay, so I'm sorry. What I wanted to do first is, did yours move everything over?
Mine moved everything over except I have F is blank.
Love you.
Love you too, Spence.
All right. So what I'm so do you in C in C20 does yours say 223160 or 211?
Hang on, Spence, grab that plastic thing of watermelon for Tiana. So say that again to me. I'm sorry.
All right. So does yours in cell C20, does yours say 211800 or 223160?
223160 in C20.
Okay. So let's click undo once.
Undo.
And so it should look like this again. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so so then that's the one step I forgot to do was this one. So we're gonna select that range B20 through E24.
Yep.
Okay, and then hover over that little green border to get the 4-way pointing arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, click and hold and then just drag it over and put it over there. So in C.
That's fine, Spence. All right, hang on. I've messed it up. So I moved mine totally over. So I'm going to undo, and then I'm going to.
Or you can
Got
select.
it.
Okay, good. All right, now let's do this again. So we're going to select A20 through A24.
Mm-hmm.
And then in our data tab, text to columns.
Text. Okay, so data columns, text. Am I going? Do I need to get data? No.
So yeah, you're just going to select A20 through A24. And then in your data tab, you're going to come back to where it says text to column in your data tools group.
Got it. Yep.
Okay. And then fixed width again.
Okay. Then we're going to go fixed width. Then we're going to go next,
and finish.
Finish. And there we go.
There it is.
Okay. Because okay. So there's many ways of getting things done.
Yes.
I'm finding this out. I'm glad you're making some errors.
Yes. Well, because this stuff is, I don't do it all the time. And so, and it's one of those things where I'll do it and then I'll think, that's not how I wanted to do it. And then I'll just have to redo it. So.
No, that's perfect. Because so I learned how it's like, okay, it is fixable.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to replicate those formulas. So we've got these formulas up here.
Yep.
Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to replicate this formula from G4. So we're going to click in cell G4.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going to drag this fill handle down all the way to G24.
Got it. Woo.
Got it?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So now we're going to come up here to I4 and J4. So select that one.
I4, J4. Uh-huh.
And then we're going to fill this one down to column or to row 9 because we only need to go down to other.
Row 9. Yes.
All right. So did you get it?
Got it.
Perfect. All right. So now what we did is the summary of categories is basically what we did is we told this program to look through column B And anytime you see the word auto, add it, like add all the autos together. Anytime you see the word health, add the word health together. You know, anytime you see the home, so all we're doing is like we did before, we're finding the word that's in this category. So right here it's auto. And then over here, we're finding all the autos and we're totaling their, what was it, the 2021? Yeah, the 2021 premiums in office plus the online premiums. And then it's bringing them all over there. So we just
Okay.
basically created these complex calculations to total these sheets for us.
And I see when I'm going down on them, the function
Yep.
or formula is changing with the line 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. So you're always going to have that B4 through B $B100 or whatever it is.
Correct.
Yeah. But
And
because those are the absolute reference ones. But everything else is going to be changing in a relative way.
got it.
So
Wow.
pretty cool.
And
All
very
right, so
cool.
now we don't need this row 4 anymore because now we've used we've got the template created, so we don't have to use this. We don't need this row because we've already got those formulas copied. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to delete this and then shift everything up.
Delete. Wow. Okay.
All right.
I even have the same numbers as you.
Perfect. All righty. So now we are going to, let's go ahead and save this progress. And I'm going to delete this sheet over here because I don't need that.
And then you basically go back and just delete, and then it'll.
Yeah, for that.
Got it. Yep.
Okay.
I deleted mine also.
Cool. All right, so we've saved that workbook. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our quick analysis gallery to analyze some data here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select the range that we're going to analyze as G4 through G23. So that's going to be this percent increase or decrease.
G4 through G23.
3, yep. And then right down here on the bottom where it says quick analysis tool, we're going to choose the, which one? Formatting, because we're going to do, we're going to create a, what do you call it? A conditional formatting.
Okay, so click on format. Yep, mine looks just like.
On that formatting tab. And then we're going to choose top 10%. So right over here, it says top 10%.
Yep.
We're going to click on that. Yep. And then click away, and it shows us where the top 10% are.
Okay. Wow.
And so there's only 2 of them here in this top 10%. Now we're going to click in cell I-24. So down here.
I-24, yep.
Yep. And so what we're doing here is we're creating like a legend. So we're going to tell anybody who looks at this sheet what is the red cells with red text mean. So in this cell down here, we're going to type the text, shaded cells indicate top 10%. Oopsie. Shaded cells indicate top 10%.
All right.
All right, and then we're going to enter. And then I'm going to select I-24 through J24, like the text that this is in.
Okay.
All right, and then we're going to come up to our little fill arrow up here. And I don't know why we couldn't just do like bad.
What do you mean?
Like, oh, so if you, so, because.
Oh, I see.
So do you see right up here?
Right up. Oh,
So,
yes.
Yeah.
No.
So if you.
No,
if
why am I not?
If you go to your styles group and click on the more option, you should see good, bad, no. Click on that one that says bad.
Wait a minute. Cell style or format? Format? or
in
conditioning?
your home tab, styles group,
Yep.
you want to click on this little more option over here.
Well, I have, oh, I see. Okay, I have to go to my cell styles, then hit bad.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm like,
All right.
bad. All right.
And so now now we're just telling it that anytime you see this formatting, this red text with the red fill, that indicates that it's in the top 10%.
Got it.
All right, so let's go ahead and do a little quick save again. All right, so now we are going to create our total data. So I'm going to come here to cell C24.
C24. Okay.
And then I'm just going to click on my auto sum button. Oopsie, that's right, we can't do that one. So I'm going to cancel that. We're going to type in equals. I forgot, because it looks at data a little bit differently when we've done all these different imports. So I'm going to get rid of that text right up here. Equals. Yep. And then sum, open parentheses, C4 colon C23.
4.
And then close the parentheses.
C23. So that's saying that is, we're entering, add that all up.
Right.
308. Yep, I got her.
Okay. And then we're going to click on that cell again, and we're going to fill it across.
One six. Yep.
All right. So let's click in cell A24, and we're going to type totals.
Okay.
And then let's select. Did yours add the commas in here?
No.
Okay, so let's select this range C4 through F24.
C4 through F20.
Oh,
Oh, mine will only go to 23.
Oh, I'm going to undo that once. Why did mine?
I'm going to undo mine.
Okay, so let's look at this.
You know, now I have
Okay.
the purple line underneath like you do.
Yep. So,
okay,
so what mine was doing, for some reason, it was not, when I did totals, it wanted to calculate a total for me.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm just going to come up here and select. So now I don't have anything selected. I'm just going to come up here and select C4 through F24.
Got it. Now
Okay.
I can.
Now I'm going to do my comma style and then decrease my decimal to 0, like 2 times.
Comma style, then decrease 2 times?
Yep.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep.
All
so
right.
Now I have my commas, then I can, yes, now I have, but mine doesn't say total anymore.
Yours doesn't? Oh, then you can.
But I can just
type it. Oh, because
type
you
it back in, right?
Yeah, when you did the undo, you probably deleted it.
I
by
probably,
accident.
yep. All right. There we go. Mine looks just like yours.
All right. Perfect. So I'm going to do another save here. All right. And so now we can go ahead and we're going to, are we going to do that? Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to find some, we're going to tell the program that we want to find some data in here, like some specific data. So let's go ahead and we're going to go back up to cell A1. So you can click on Control Home or whatever, because now we're gonna use a find and replace command. So we're gonna find a specific word and we're gonna replace it with something else. So we're gonna go and we're gonna click the Find and Select button, and that's in our Home tab in our Editing group. So we're gonna click on that Find and Select. And then we're going to choose the option that says replace.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to, where it says find what, I'm going to type the word health.
Okay.
I'm going to click this options box, and it's going to open up a couple more options.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to click the one that says match case,
Got it.
and then match entire cell content.
Click both of them.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then we are going to find next.
Find next. Okay.
Right. So then we've got our so the one comes up so it's coming up with our first health.
Yep.
All right. So if we click on find next again.
Mine says we couldn't find what you were looking for. Click options for more ways to search. I have health. I have just what you have. I have click my match case.
Yep.
Match entire cell contents. I have everything that you do. My find is highlighted blue like yours, and then
Yep.
I hit it, and then it says we couldn't find.
Huh.
Click more ways to search. So is it maybe, should I be in, I should be in, what column? Can we start over on that, please?
Yeah. So I'll close it. And again,
Okay.
I just started in column A1, like I just started at the very beginning.
Yep.
And then in my home tab, find
Editing,
and select.
find and select,
Yep. And I did replace.
place.
And then my options, if it doesn't come up like this, I did options.
Okay, my options came up. It says
Okay.
health.
So yep, health, and then match case, match
And-
entire contents.
And then find next, correct?
Yep.
Nope. Damn it. So I
Huh.
did something wrong.
What about if you try something different? Yours is only looking at that first section.
It must be. So
All right. So like if you type auto where it says health.
find auto. So then hit mine says, so hit where you say seeing auto.
No, I
Oh,
typed the word auto.
oh, you know what? I'm in the, if you hit your find button up here in your
Yep.
little, what do you have? Health? Oh,
Well, yeah. Well, now I have auto, but I had health
Right.
before.
okay, so I have health. Okay, so in my replace, I have health. So hit auto, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I changed mine to auto
Okay, so
to see if
I got
if that
auto.
worked. Now try find next. Is it only finding one?
No, now we couldn't find what you were looking for again.
Huh. Okay. I don't know why then it's doing that. Are you looking within the sheet, searching by rows?
I'm up in, okay, so here's I'm in column, I have 1A highlighted, or not highlighted, but I'm, have the white arrow
Mhm.
X in there. Then I go to select, or find and select.
Yep.
Then I'm going to replace.
Yeah, you can do find or replace either way because we're not really replacing the text right now. But so either one will work. It's
I'm
going to
going
look the
to-
same.
So find, I hit auto, or I have replace, I have auto,
Mm-hmm.
replace, then that little thing comes. No, I'm in the same box as you are. I
Okay.
just don't understand why.
So maybe it was when.
Remember
maybe it
my
was
different
when-
colors?
Well, no, maybe yeah. Well, yeah, maybe like because in the very beginning you did something different that it came up. You're like, well, it comes up, but like it comes up fine. You got
Right, but
this whatever
yep,
it was. Maybe
the colors,
yeah.
yep.
But that specific thing is not that important. If we needed to replace text, like if we wanted to say instead of health, insurance, we wanted to call it, you know, wellness insurance or something, we could just do find and replace health with wellness.
And then I'd have to go in each category and change
Right.
it. Okay.
Just for, yeah, for this specific one, again, I don't know why it comes up like that, but.
Okay. Huh.
But it found one of them anyway, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right, and again, we didn't do anything with it, so. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and create a bar chart.
Okay.
A bar chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the range A4 through F23. So A4 through F23.
F23. Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to
Oh,
go.
you are in B. Now, my
sorry.
A is, okay.
Yep, sorry. A24.
No, that's all right.
Yep, so my bad, A24
No.
through F23. Whoops.
Yep.
All righty. And then we're going to go to our Table Tools Design tab.
Table.
So, table Design.
Table design. Yep. Tools.
And then in our Table Styles, we're going to click on this More button.
Styles. Yep.
Okay. And then at the very beginning where it says Light, we're going to click on None.
None.
And that's going to get rid of all that purple stuff.
Okay.
All right. So now we are going to close that dialog box. Let's just save it as again. And now we can create that bar chart. So we're going to select our range I4 through J8. That's right up here.
I4 through J8.
Yeah. And if your quick analysis tool pops up, you can use that. So oopsie. So I'm going to click on that quick analysis tool, and then we're going to go to charts and then clustered bar.
Got it.
All right. So it brings in this little chart like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's click on, so it should bring up this chart design tab. Let's go move chart.
Where is that in the?
So it's in the chart design in the very far right. It says move chart.
Oh, yep.
Okay. So click on that, and then we're going to say move it to a new sheet.
New sheet.
And we're going to call the sheet bar chart. We're going to be really creative. And then okay.
Okay.
All right. So now it's going to bring it into its own little sheet over here.
Mhm.
Now we're going to change it. So we're going to click on style 7. So chart style 7 is going to be that black background.
Mhm.
All right. And then we're going to, so now we've only got this one range of data. So in order to differentiate these, we're going to have to color them ourselves. So I'm just going to come in here and right click in that first bar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then right up here where it says fill,
Yep.
I'm going to just choose so you can either choose a fill or a gradient, depending on what, or we could go to when we right click on it, we can go to format data series. So either way we can change it like this. This one pops up right away. If we want to do something snazzier, you could click that format data series, and then it's going to open up your little format data series dialog box over here.
Uh-huh.
And so
Yep,
then so right where you've got that paint can, we can click on that little paint can where it says fill in line.
Okay.
And then choose the fill option.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then from here, we can go ahead and say vary colors by point.
Oh.
And so now each little bar has its own color.
Cool. All righty.
All right. And so now I'm going to click this next option over, this effects button. So I'm going to click on effects.
Yep.
All right. And then I'm going to change these to, I'm going to give it a bevel. So I'm going to go to this 3D format. And then I'm going to choose top bevel.
Oh.
And then you can just choose one of these, you know, whatever one. I'll choose this this one right here, riblet.
Okay, so now if I'm in beveled, so now mine says top bevel, low bevel. So how did you, I got
Oh,
three,
so right here, we'll click on the top bevel.
oh, top bevel, okay.
And then I just clicked on that one.
You know what, mine aren't highlighted, or mine aren't darkened, mine. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 3D, I got 3D format.
Okay.
Okay, so now I can't click on it. What did I do? Oh, I also have 3D rotation clicked. So I'm so confused. Okay. All right. So start over. So I
Okay.
have 3D
So yeah,
yeah,
3D format.
format.
And then it brings you up like top bevel, stuff like this.
Yeah, but mine is not darkened. It's like I can't get to it. You know what I'm saying?
So do you have any of these selected?
No. Oh,
Okay.
that thing. Yep, that's right.
So
I
click
have
on.
to always, yep, now I do. Got it.
Yep. So if you click on it once, it should select all of them.
It does.
Okay.
I've always got to be in the box. All right.
All right. And then where it says top bevel, click on like that riblet option.
Which one is?
Or whatever one you want.
Whatever you want. Okay.
And then you should notice that when you do that, it changes the little formatting over here.
Got it. Okay, I get it. Okay.
All right. And then, I mean, and if you wanted to change a specific color, we could change a specific color. You know, if you wanted to rearrange, rearrange the way these bars are presented, you could do that. We could also add add axis titles and labels and stuff. So right now you can see we've got our values down at the bottom here. We could change the way those are presented if we wanted them to be on the top instead or in the top also. There's lots of different ways that we can do this.
Okay, so that's when you just play around with things and find out where
Right.
you want them. Okay, got it.
All right. And then we can do, where is here? I'm going to go to, all right, so I'm selected my chart here. And then if I wanted to like reverse the order of this, I could do that as well. So if I wanted auto on top, because we've got everything else alphabetical.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
So we could go to our chart elements. And then I believe it's under our axis, our axis options. Let's see. Axis titles, and then more options. Is it text options? Now I'm gonna have to remember where it is. But there's a way that we can reverse the order of those things. Where did it go? Right click, format data series. Is it there? Huh. Well, I know it's here somewhere. Shoot. Oh, sorry. Where did it go?
That's all right. Hey, I'm just playing with mine.
Right. So maybe if I do this way. So if I right click on this axis over here and format axis, there we go. Categories in reverse order.
Okay, so now where did you do it?
So what I did is like I clicked over here where it says life other home. And it selects those words, right click and format axis.
Format axis. Why don't I have? Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
Okay, now right down here, axis position, categories in reverse order.
Got it.
And now it should display the other way.
In category, wait a minute, what? Automatic. What did you hit?
I hit categories in reverse order, and then now it went auto health. So now it went alphabetical.
Got it. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. So now we can also add data, data labels onto our value. So if we wanted to know exactly how much, what each one of these bars was value, we could click on right over here and then say data labels. And then it adds the little data label out at the end.
Yeah.
All right. And then
can you change like the data label coloring to know that?
yeah, so if you click on it and then you choose like a font color, you can
Oh, okay. All righty.
you can choose whatever color you want.
So, but then I see, then it clicks all of them. Got it.
Well,
Got
if you only want to do one at a time, so you click once to select all of them, then click one more time and only select one.
Oh, okay.
And then you
All
can
right.
do each one individually.
Okay. Wow. My head's starting to hurt,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now, would we put the chart table? Why doesn't mine say chart table? What did I do today?
Chart title up here?
Oh, okay. I don't have it there.
Yeah.
So now,
yeah. So if you had, I mean, we could give it a name, or we could, you could delete that. We could make sure we've got it selected and then say no chart title.
Or Meyer could, because this is the Meyer insurance chart table, correct?
Yep.
So I could put Meyer insurance chart table.
Well, it would be Meyer Insurance, or you could call it Summary of Categories 2021.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because that's what it was when that's what we pulled it from.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. So if I did my chart title, whoopsie, chart title there, and then here I would do something like that.
Summary of. All righty.
All right.
12, 20, 21. Got it.
All right. And then if you want, we can, you can create that smart art graphic from with a logo. If you don't want to do that, we don't have to do that.
No, that's fine. I'm
okay. So now what we can do, the last thing we can do is we can go ahead and add that logo to it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click right down here to add a new sheet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. And then we're going to go to our insert tab. And then in our illustrations, we're going to add a smart art.
Yep. Okay.
Right. And then the one we want is it's under the is pictures, I believe. Yeah, it's under pictures. And it's this first one, the accented picture.
Got it.
And then I'm going to say, okay, bring it in here.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to go to my, where is it? My view tab, and I'm going to get rid of my grid lines.
View, no grid lines. Yep. Okay.
So we just want this white background. All right. So now we've got this little smart art here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click in that picture in the middle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say from file. So insert picture from file.
Okay.
And then click on it. And then I'm going to go to, so yours is probably in your downloads folder. But
right, would be
it's going to be the one that says MI logo or whatever.
Oh, downloads. How about documents? Downloads earlier what the heck? All right.
Support insurance logo.
I know, but now I can't documents. I got recipes.
So if you go, yeah, you should have desktop documents downloads, and I think it was in your downloads folder.
But it says ground floor. Oh, that's okay. Earlier this week. So how do I find it. Mine just says now, this PC download earlier this week, last week, 1. But that has nothing to do with, so where did I put those darn things? Oh, you know what? I put them in my, no. So what am I, support? I know
but you know what else I could do? I could do this. I can add it to the chat window.
Perfect. Well,
So
no, because no, you can't because that's my husband's computer that I'm watching it on and I'm doing it on my computer. I don't have Zoom opened on this one. So let's just you know what? I'm going to just do the support WD, I'm going to do the Eagle logo.
Okay, that's fine.
That we did from, just so I know how to do it.
Yep.
So there. I click on that and then I hit insert.
Yes.
But mine won't, yeah, so mine, okay, mine's, you know what? Give me 1 second here.
No worries.
Because, download. I just downloaded it. Okay, now it's in my photos. So how do I?
So just go navigate to your photos file. So
okay, so do I save that or, so now all right, so now I gotta get back to my whatever. I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna go back. All right, bear with me. So now I'm going to my, how am I getting back here? Oh, I'm gonna go into the, and then from my files, then I'm gonna go to my photos, correct?
Yep.
That's where
and that's gonna be that support.
And it should
insurance
say
logo or something.
Well, where I
like
got on my pictures.
It's like EX7 support insurance logo, I think is what it was.
Okay, you know what? But because I have it, bear with me.
No worries. Or if you, if you're in your photos right now and you want to put a different photo in there, you can put a different photo too. I mean, I can't see it.
Well, I've got that. So can I share this, or do I cut and say, or I copy it?
Well, so what you want to do is you're going to click in that, you're going to click in the picture, like on this little.
Got it. I cut and pasted it.
Okay.
But it went there. I'm just like you are now.
Cool. All right. So now let's go ahead and we're going to make this a little bit bigger. So it's going to expand it some.
Okay.
All right. And then let's go ahead and also in our SmartArt design, I'm going to go ahead and choose a different option. So I'm going to go to my change colors. I'm going to choose this colored outline accent 1. Gives a little more color to it.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And then now, since we've got 4 categories, we can add another category over here. So I'm going to, where it says text over here, I'm going to do, whoopsie, click where it says text, and I'm going to type auto. And then click in the next one, health. And then home.
Okay.
All right. And then right up over here, I'm going to say add shape.
Add shape. Yep.
And then life.
Oh, got another life.
Yep. And then just click on that. Oopsie. And then, where'd it go? Come on.
So add shape.
Where
and it adds the shape you have, whether it's a circle or
right.
Okay.
Where did that go?
What? Do you need help?
Yeah. For some reason, mine is not.
Yeah, I see that.
All right. All right, mine is, let me try this
You
again.
can just undo, and you know how to do it better than I do, so.
All right, so let's try this again. So, all right, there's my SmartArt.
There it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to my SmartArt design, and I'm gonna open my text pane, And then there it is. So this is,
Okay, okay. So what did you, oh, text paint, got it. So
Yeah.
you can add to it next.
Yep.
Got it.
all right, so there's that. And then over here, we're gonna type in Mayor Insurance.
MEYORINS. Whoops. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna close that little thing out. Whoopsie, sorry. I'm gonna click on this, click on that little one, the one that has the picture, and I'm gonna go to my picture format tab.
Picture for, yep.
All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a artistic effect to it. Actually, I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna go to my picture border.
Oh,
Isn't that
okay.
what
So
it
now
is?
we're picture border. Okay.
Sorry, picture effect. My bad.
Picture, that's
It's-
okay.
We're gonna add a little glow to it.
Oh, okay. So you're in okay, I
Yeah.
see.
So I'm on my
Picture
picture
effect.
format tab, and then the picture effects, and then we want the one that says glow, and
Glow.
we're gonna choose that glow 8-point blue accent 1.
Got it.
All right, and then I'm also gonna go to my corrections over here,
Corrections. Yep.
and we are going to choose the which one? The brightness. Oh, sorry, in the sharpen and soften area, we're going to sharpen it 25%.
Sharpen it. Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so now I'm going to come over here where it says auto. I'm going to click in that little auto circle up here, the picture one.
Uh-huh.
And then I am going to, come on, click in it. And then I'm going to use from icons.
From icons, yeah.
All right, and then the first one is an auto. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose.
Travel.
There should be one that says vehicles, I think.
Mine says travel.
Okay, yeah, you could use travel.
I
And-
have a car in auto.
Yep, all right, yeah, so you can click on the car.
And then say insert.
Yep. So we're gonna click
Okay.
on the car and then insert.
Wow.
And there's a little car.
And then,
So if you wanna, so if you go up to that graphics format, if you wanted to change it, you could add some, you could change it a little bit, make it a different color, make it.
oh, okay. So wait, graphic formats. Then you're going, so now I'm just going to, so where did you get the fill?
So this
oh,
one, it's right over here, graphic styles.
yeah,
So I just clicked on this down pointing arrow.
got
and
it.
it shows
Click on
like
it
this
down
colored
more,
fill.
and then I could have a red car.
Yep.
Or
And then I'm going to do my graphic outline, and I'm going to give it a blue outline.
blue car. Oh, I see. Okay, a darker. Okay, cool.
All right, and then we're going to do this. Oops,
Got
sorry,
it. Perfect.
All right, so then we're going to click where it says health. And then again, from icons.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to choose that. It's like the Red Cross type logo. It's a plus sign in a circle. Let's see.
Can I also go in? Can I type in? So what would I type in? Health?
So I typed in health.
Got it.
And then it brings,
Okay.
so that's the one I want. I'm going to insert it. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on that black fill, and I'm going to give mine a little blue outline. I'm just going to keep mine consistent. And then home is going to be a house, and life will be a little person. So click on home from icon.
And if I don't see it, I can, but then it comes up, I can do a home and then
Yep, you can do home or house or whatever. And so here's this little
Okay.
house right over here is one I'm going to use.
Mine has a bone in it, but that's okay.
That's a little doghouse. You can use that one.
Yeah. And I've been in the doghouse before. And then did you hit life?
And then
No.
So then for life icons, and I'm just going to do people. I'm going to type in people.
So you can type in anything and
Yep.
then go from there and have like a kid and a
Yep.
dad.
And so I'm just going to
or-
use a little, yeah, you can do a little family if you want, whatever, little baby. I'm just going to do a little person over here. Or you can do a little person with some hair or a lady with the hair, whatever.
Cool.
There. All right.
Okay, so
And so
then
now, yep, so now I'm going to just click out of that. I'm going to go to my Smart Art Design. And then from here, we
Uh-huh.
can, if you wanted to choose a little bit different, you can, rotate your Smart Art, like
oh,
this, bird's eye view.
I 3D'd it in
Yep.
the cool.
So however you want to do it, you can format it that way.
Got mine.
All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and save it again. And then this one, I'm gonna double click on my sheet 2. And I'm just gonna type MI logo.
I wrote Lego.
That's okay. You can be a Lego.
Wow. Amazing.
So much fun stuff you can do.
So then now, this is all one workbook, correct?
Yes. One
All
workbook.
3 of these are one workbook.
Yep.
So then so now how do you save it as one workbook though?
You just click save and it saves everything together.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then when I get out of it, when I came back to it, all 3 of these would be on there.
Yes.
Got it. Perfect. Okay.
And that's that.
We're done for the day.
We're done for the day.
You know why? Because my brain really hurts.
Yeah.
This is amazing, Shane. I wish I could have done resumes. So hopefully you had that on you'll get that on your YouTube page, which
Yes, I will.
subscribe
I'll
to.
do that.
No, whenever. No, I'm just because now I can do whatever you put onto your YouTube page, I can go along and do it.
Right. And I'm,
Awesome.
and right now they all don't have little description. Usually it'll say when I did it and like the title of the lesson, but I'm trying to go back in and add little descriptions to each one so people
Sure.
know what they are.
Right. No, you just keep it. You keep adding to all your. I even have a little folder that says your name. It's like, he must be important if you have your own folder.
Right.
Awesome. Well, you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you as well.
I got to get ready we're social distancing happy hour over at my sister's house.
Oh, nice.
So I got to make my appetizers.
I'm happy houring with myself lately. So.
Oh, there you go. And then you have tomorrow. What are you going to do on your day off?
I think is it going to be raining?
Oh, so maybe you can stay and play on your computer.
Right. Yeah. Normally my wife and I will walk across the new I-36 bridge, the Highway 36 bridge, because we live right in Stillwater.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep.
My son and his girlfriend live in Stillwater. My mom grew up in Stillwater.
Okay.
Have you
Cool.
lived there a long time?
We've lived here for about 20 years.
Okay.
So it's actually, we live in West Lakeland, so we're right off of Manning and 94.
Yep, I know where West Lakeland is. Do you know the Junker name?
Yeah.
I'm related to those.
Okay, so
Those
like the insurance junkers, or
I'm related to all the
Okay.
Looney Tune Junkers.
Okay.
My grandmother and the mom of all the dysfunctional Junkers
Okay.
were sisters. So
All right.
I used to go down as a little kid, and I couldn't figure out why Aunt Iva, who's the matriarch Junker, why she'd get happier at the end of the night with her cup of coffee. Fooled me.
Yeah, in fact, the junker, there's a junker, I don't know if it's like a construction or I can't remember what it is, but right on 47th and Stagecoach, it's right in it butts up right next to the school that my kids go to, or my kids went to.
And what school is that?
St. Croix Prep.
Oh, okay, okay, yep.
And so there's a junker house right there.
They're everywhere,
Yeah.
and there's lots of them, and they're all crazy. So
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with me, though.
Excellent.
Well, you and your wife have a lovely stroll. I hope it's a nice weekend, and I'll see you on Monday, and we're doing Word.
Yes.
Word.
Word.
Peace out. Bye bye.
Yes. All right. Thanks. Bye, Tracy.
Leave me.